Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Happy Sunday. Happy Funny Feelings live show discussion day. We are excited to be here with you guys. If we just want to go around really quick, do a quick hello, where are you from, and the rating for the book.
Yeah. I'm Nikki, and you can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Nikki's Bookish Coven. And I don't rate books anymore, but I enjoyed this one. Not a new fave, but I did enjoy it.
Okay. I'm Karina. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at She Dreams in Words. And my rating, I think, is like a 3.5 or 4.
Yeah. Hey everybody, I'm Dana. You can find me on YouTube at Dana Ella and Instagram at Dana Ella Reads. I also really enjoyed it. Definitely not a new fave. I have never been like a 0.75 girl. And this is making me want to give a 0.7. Like, I am at the same place Karina is, like a 3.5 to a 4. Like, I enjoyed it, but there were definitely, I don't know. I'm sure we'll get into it, but I enjoyed it. Not a new fave, but I would like to read more from her. Yes. Like, I'm not turned off from her writing, but this is not going to be like a 5-star, I'm going to shout it from the rooftops book, but I really enjoyed my time in it.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kaylani from Kaylanisimplyme on Instagram and YouTube. I feel the same as the rest of the ladies. It's not a new favorite. I liked it a lot, and I really enjoyed some aspects of this quite a bit. It's just not something I can see myself like recommending in every video. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not like a woo, but it was like a woo.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hi, Amanda. Hi, Liz. Gave it a 4-star. I enjoyed it, but not an absolute favorite. I did laugh out loud at some parts, though.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
It was very funny.
Yeah.
I'm glad it delivered at least on that with the name of
absolutely.
the book. So that's good.
Yeah,
I agree. I feel like a lot of the times people call it a rom-com, and it's never really truly funny. And I feel like she definitely hit at least that.
Yeah.
She did.
Especially with the, comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
MMC and FMC. So that was nice.
Yeah.
Good to get some laughs.
This is exactly how I felt. 3.5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I read this a while ago and loved it. I definitely rated it higher than everyone.
That's a first.
Yeah.
But we all enjoyed it. I'm glad at least it wasn't like a dud.
Yeah,
Exactly. There you go.
Hi, everyone. I was trying to cram this one in last minute. I only got 38%.
It's okay.
I finished it 20 minutes before the live.
Yeah, we barely crossed the finish line. It's like one of the shorter books.
Yep.
We've had in a while.
That was so deceiving. I think we were just like, push posh molly wash, I'll knock this out. And next thing you knew, life knocked us out and we still hadn't started it. Like,
we're like racing.
Literally every single person in the text thread this morning was like, has anyone finished it? And we were like, no. In fact, we have not.
But we did it.
We did.
We did.
We did.
I did the whole book on audio. It was fun. Liked the narrators. The narrators were really good.
Yeah.
I admire the race to finish.
Thanks.
We do this every time. But you know what? I feel like we've done better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Last month was good.
It's funny. The race to the finish this month is giving very much our first month ever with Mile High. Do you remember?
That was miserable.
That was stress. Like that first time doing that book club, and we're like, yeah, we got this. We did.
Yeah.
That's scary.
I also think this book was a product of like, I don't know. I mean, I know for all of you guys, this is a busy month for everybody. So like, it was just like we wanted to read it, but then all of a sudden it was like, oh, I have to do this, and I have to do this, and I have to do this, and then all of a sudden it's the last day. And I also think because the book was shorter, we were like, I'll wait to the last minute because it's short.
Yeah,
no problem.
Absolutely. Yeah. Then what is it? Karina says the consequences.
Yeah. If it isn't the consequences of my own action.
That's it.
It's funny how y'all always fit in books in the last minute. Procrastination at its finest.
Right.
But we get it done, so that's what's important.
Honestly, it's a skill at this point.
Yeah, I think because we're just so worried about like remembering all the details to like discuss, and you know, sometimes it helps and sometimes it really doesn't.
I stress to finish Pretty Girls. I'm 70% and still have 2 days.
Girl, I'm on page like 40 something. So
I'm on page 0. I haven't even started it.
I think I had to make sure I got this one read. So
It was the first, I would say, first live show.
Over 48 hours.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get it done, but I'm gonna try. I might have to be there for the first half, you know? All right. Well, you guys ready to jump into the first question?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Who are your favorite characters?
I loved Hazel. Hazel and Meyer, I think, were my favorite.
Yeah. Meyer, I think, was my fave.
Yeah, I really did like Meyer, and Hazel really, honestly, was just she really was such a little ray of sunshine in that.
Yeah, and I think that I mean, I feel like a lot of their interactions, you know, talked about her disability, but I like that it wasn't her entire personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just made her more of a dynamic character for me.
Yeah. She was like so courageous, like just with being like, I'm doing it anyways because I want to, and I love that because like regardless of like what you have going on in life, I feel like everybody's been there before where it's just like, I'm too nervous, I'm too scared, I can't do this, people make fun of me, and so you like don't do it and you shy away from it, and then you look back and you're just like, God, like I really wish I would have tried that, but I missed my opportunity. And I just love that like Hazel saw opportunity and said, it's mine. And I just love that.
Yeah.
I think Farley definitely had her good moments as well, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the thing for me that I liked about Farley and Meyer, honestly, is like they really felt their age and they had really adult, mature conversations that I feel like a lot of books don't do. Now, God, they weren't perfect at all by any means.
Yeah.
But like, I think that they were at times very self-aware, which made me like them more. Let's see. Excited for the live show for Pretty Girls. You still have time for me to try Kaylani's 5 times speed. You'll get it done. Don't you worry. I remember no details enough to answer these questions, but 5 stars.
I love that.
You know what? It's the vibes. It's the vibes. For sure.
When the vibes vibe, you can't deny it, you know?
Yeah.
And it is.
I love that.
Hazel was my favorite. Very wise for her age.
Yeah, for her age.
She was.
All right. I feel like who were your least favorite? I don't think I had somebody that I disliked.
That one lady with the coffee.
Oh, that's right. I forgot her.
Her and the dad.
That little girl that bullied Hazel a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Winded up
Bullying my girl like that?
Honestly.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Those two and Farley's dad. I just feel like
Farley's dad. I was talking to Kaylani about this before you guys popped on, and I asked her because I was like, I don't know if I just don't remember because I was going so quick and stuff, but we only had like one interaction with him, and then nothing else happened.
That was it.
And then she like joked calling the manager guy dad. So
well, no, I think that was
her real dad, or
no, that was the joke between her and Hazel. Her Hazel and Meyer, when she would go on stage, she'd be like, "I'm gonna kick ass, Dad," and so she was saying the same thing. Hazel would say to Meyer.
It's a play off of whatever he says to her. It's something his dad used to say to him when he would go play like sports, and so then he says it to Hazel for like her recitals. But But Nikki, you are right though with that. Like we had that one thing with like Farley's dad.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Which I know when we get into the discussion, like that's one of the things that like has like took rating down for me. It's just like we'll get there. But yes.
I feel like every time I go back to these comments, I can never figure out where I was. I always love how adult interaction interacts with kids in books. That's why I love single dad romances. I agree.
Same. Oh gosh, that was.
She said that. Same.
F that little girl. I don't remember her.
You know what, Liz? Thank you for being here. You just bring the laughs.
I also love just how like honest you are about it. You're like,
Yeah.
man, fuck that bitch, but I don't know who she is.
Right. That's when you know you're like a ride or die.
Honestly, it's giving very much Kiki Palmer. Remember, she was like, I hate to say it, but I don't know that man. Sorry to that man. Like, I saw him on the street. I wouldn't know. That's it. Love it.
That's exactly.
But it's also giving like, you know, when you get together with friends and somebody's like, oh, that guy, and you're like, so we hate him? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't need a real reason, but I hate him.
Right. You say less.
Yeah, I didn't like the woman with the coffee. I mean, yeah, honestly, she was the villain of the story.
That was so unexpected. I did not.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that one coming.
Moment.
I was like, oh,
For a second, I thought she was like the mom of the little girl that she was talking about.
Mm.
And that's why I thought she was like getting all up in arms, and then
Right.
they never said anything about that. So I was like, oh, okay, it's just some random lady getting pissed.
yeah.
Right. I feel like that would have tied in better
Yeah.
with the story, because then she'd have a like legitimate. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, people have their own feelings.
But I feel like also every comedy show that I've ever been to, and I've been to now multiple, this has happened. Not like to the point where like throwing things, but like people just get mad about like the dumbest things.
Well, they're sensitive.
Yeah.
I just feel like if you are somebody with a thinner skin, like I don't think a comedy show is where you should find yourself.
No.
Like
Right.
ever. Just because like it's meant to push the bounds. Like it,
Yeah.
otherwise it's really not funny. Like don't get me wrong, like there's people that go too far, but like if they don't bring up topics that they can poke fun at, like go to a TED Talk. I don't know. Like it just but yeah.
I do love single dad romances with a child that's realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here for the vibes and company.
Oh, I love that.
I appreciate that.
Single dad tropes get me every time. I always end up crying a little. I love a good single dad trope. I do. Sorry to these characters. This author, all of them.
Shout out to Kiki.
Just wanted to stop by and say hi. Hope you're all doing well. Hi.
Thanks for saying hi.
Yes. Thanks for stopping by. I hate people who don't know how to act a comedy show and want attention. Yeah, you know what happens when you sit in the front row. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially with crowd work happening so much nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the newest like form of comedy now. It's like you're interacting with the
yeah.
crowd a lot more, and you just have to be able to be there and have fun and just like let it roll off your shoulders. Because if you get irritated by every little thing, like you're screwed.
Yeah.
In the back row, it's okay.
Hide your face.
Watch it online.
Yeah.
Honest to God, okay, like just very quickly, I love Wild and Out, and I could never go to a live taping of that because they bring people on stage and roast them and like make fun of them, and I will cry in front of the entire audience. But I'm not gonna like throw hands, you know. But like I will cry if you tell me that like my outfit that I thought was super duper cutie is like I'll cry. So that is just an example. Read the room, know time and place. I will watch it, but I cannot sit for a Wild and Out. Like another comedy, sure, but not that. Because as soon as you come by with that mic and start roasting me to like a beat, I'm gonna cry.
You cry.
I'm crying.
Hi, Tara. Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, Tara. I'm just seeing it in my head.
Yeah. You know when they're like doing the songs?
Yeah.
And like they're in the audience and they're just like bouncing back and forth.
Yeah.
And they stop next to me waiting for their turn. I would have been like, no.
I'm leaving immediately. I'm going to nothing right then. I will leave a bag. I'll leave everything I own, but I'm getting out. That and I'll hide in the bathroom till it's over, and then go to the counter to be like, did anybody turn in a black bag? Like, because I'm not going back in. I'm not. And no, I can't. I'll cry. I will watch them all the time. Every time they pop up on shorts, I'm watching it every time. I don't skip past one. Couldn't be. Honestly, couldn't be me.
But again, you're self-aware and you just know.
Very much. I'm a crier, and it'll happen.
Through and through.
Through and through.
See, I'm the opposite. Like, I just, like, I would be so, like, in it in the moment and be like, yeah, and I'd be laughing and then I'd get in the car and I'd so...
You would literally see me nervous laugh. I'd be like,
yeah. I feel like black out in the moment. And then go back to remember everything. And I was like,
yeah.
Well, now we're going to have to do an adventure where we all go to a comedy skit together and live stream it so people can see what happens.
Honestly, live stream. It would be like in the book where she was like, I'm sorry for laughing. And he's like, yeah, you're crying. Like, that was, I'd be like, like, just.
Yeah, he's like, you've actually been sorry.
He's like, so sorry. I'm crying so hard it hurts. Or laughing so hard it hurts. I'm like, no, sis, you're hysterical.
Right. Literally.
What's your favorite moment or scene in the book?
There's a couple that I tabbed that I really liked. I liked like when she was telling him about the umbrellas. Like the moment with her mom and stuff. I really liked that. And then I liked when he kind of got a little vulnerable with her when they were at the bar. Because like he had just like got stage fright and then like explained to her what was going on. Like I really liked those because I felt like they were so raw and real to who they were.
Yeah.
So, those ones.
See, my favorite was a little bit more of a funny moment, but it's when he came home from that, or came to her house from that event that he was at, and he was like, you have been giving me the wrong recipe the whole time. And he was like so like ravenous for these freaking s'more cookies. Like I just thought that was so funny.
And she threw the salt. He had it in his beard. I think the ending when he like set up her set with the umbrellas, I could just like visualize it and like I teared up. I was like, this is so cute.
That one was good. I teared up. I think one of my favorite moments. Okay, in the beginning, like when they first met, when they were at that guy Lance's like comedy club bar like moment, and she was like trying to convince him to give her like her set back, and then just to like when Meyer talks to him and he was like, I've been married for so long, like she has warped my mind. I'm codependent on my wife. I wouldn't survive without her. Yeah. And then like to flash forward to when they did get married and Lance was the one that like officiated their wedding. That one had a little leakage in my eyeball there.
I also really liked the moment when he asked Hazel, like, are you okay with her being around and being more? Like, I just love conversations like that.
Yeah. That's her rule, though. She was like, yeah, I like it, but don't push it.
Yeah. When Farley, like, encouraged Hazel dancing and, like, she kind of talked to Meyer and was like, you know, don't limit her just because of her, like, disability, kind of.
Yeah, like, don't limit her because of your fear of how people will
her.
Yeah, that was a really beautiful part in the story.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
See? Hi, Bryce. Stay for the vibes. You'll know as much as me.
He'll do the 5-star too.
Stunning. Hi, Tarah. Let's see. I thought it was interesting that this author went the comedy route, especially some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that you really don't see in books that much.
Yeah, it was like different, you know.
Yeah.
I don't, to my knowledge, I haven't read a book about comedians.
No,
that's not like a memoir. So this was
same.
This was a nice little take, I think. Yeah. I'm not that I know anything about it, but
one thing I did like about the book too, that's not like a specific scene or anything, but I love that she did quotes from comedians at the beginning of every.
Yes, yeah.
I really liked that.
Started
Was it
it
the first one?
Williams.
Oh, Robin.
Love. That cracked me up just for the fact that it was Robin Williams and just like, you know, the moments of time with that. But also I love like the just like kind of like the author's note beginning it, just talking about like how a lot of times people with like, you know, like you don't see the underlying things, and then for it to start with the Robin Williams quote, I think was just really so fitting about like sometimes the funniest people are the ones that struggle
The most.
like the most, and they just like find a way to spin it, you know. But yeah, I loved all the little like quotes in the beginning. I love when people throw in like those little, just like little things that help set it, and then you're just like, ah, yeah, man, I loved it.
Hi, Hi, not sure how long I'll stay on. I've been dosing with meds from my wisdom teeth removal. Oh no.
How are you doing after that, Jasmine?
Yeah.
Sending you all the good vibes.
Feeling better. Yeah. Definitely sending all the good vibes. Well, you're glitch.
Those meds are legit.
Are. Those are probably some of the best times I can remember in my life, being on those freaking wisdom teeth meds.
Knock you out.
They do.
Just go with the people who have no energy and no hype. Wait, hold on. Just go with people who have no energy and no hype and are ugly that you can find. Because you're gorgeous, of course. They won't put y'all on TV.
Thank you so much for that.
What a good point. You know, we'll try to remember that. For
Imagine inviting somebody to a comedy show and then somehow they stumble upon this and they say, I see why you asked me to go.
The way that I was so confused, I did not know what she was talking about. I was like,
it took me a second too.
The crickets in my head were so loud. Like,
oh man.
I love the moment when Hazel talked sense into her dad to go after Farley. I teared up at that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
I love the quotes too. Big fan of the quotes.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Tired of applesauce and pudding. I legit remember nothing after they put that IV in my arm.
Wow.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. I was at the time so afraid of needles that they had to give me laughing gas before they put the IV in. So I just remember like getting the laughing gas and being like,
and then silence.
Your favorite quote and what did it stand out to you?
Flip to my one tab.
Are we going around the circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Mine starts on 284. Because this is like when Hazel asked her dad like why she's not managing him anymore, and he explains his stuff, but she says, I don't think she knows though. I don't think you've shown her enough. Fee is the one who comes to us all the time, who does all our life stuff with us. She's the one who makes things fun. She makes me try new things, and you too. So if you don't help her with her work anymore, you're going to have to show her in other ways. What they lack in knowing, we make up for in showing. And I really love that. I'm like, God, this little girl is just like, she really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that one.
That is a good one.
So beautiful.
Beautiful moment too.
Nikki, what chapter is that in?
It
Do you have the indie version?
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, well, now you can't follow that.
34. Oh, it's like, because
It's so different.
It's very different. Like
I was in the epilogue with the second one, I think.
Oh.
But that's a great quote. Sorry, my confusion took over. That was great. And I love that Hazel was so self-aware of just like other things to be like, you know, like words are great, but like actions also have to like match up and follow through. And like, that was a really beautiful part of like Hazel being like, yeah, Dad, I know that you say this and you think this, but she's got to believe it too, because like, if she's not in it, you're gonna lose it, you know.
Yeah, I just really love that.
My turn. Yes. Okay. Mine's in chapter 22. Dana, in your copy, 196.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me try to remember what the scene was. Oh, I think so. This was 6 months in the past. It's not the present timeline, but I think Farley and Meyer. You know what? I'm not gonna tell the whole scene because I don't remember it. Oh, it's after the s'mores bar.
Oh, okay.
Scene. And she was kind of like, "Oh, what did she say? So sorry, I'm like not prepared. Oh, maybe I just make you feel younger and stuff like that." And he says, I don't know if I describe it as younger exactly, maybe lighter. You make me feel a little less weary. But the paragraph below that is where my quote is.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I had to set the scene a little bit. But basically, Farley was just saying, isn't that the dream, to have a heart that's less burdened simply because of who you share it with? And I thought that was beautiful. Because your partner is someone that you should be so comfortable with and not feel judged, and just have like a safe space with them and know that they'll take care of your heart. I don't want to get an email, but I just really love that so much. Hopefully that all made sense.
Yeah,
it did.
Yes. It helped me find it, and now I'm going to tab it.
Oh, good.
I also had that one tabbed. I love that quote.
I did too. Yeah. In my Kindle, I highlighted it. Yeah.
Right. The Kindle is where I have all this stuff.
Yeah. So craziest thing is, I think that perchance there's like 3. What page did you say your quote was on?
On me?
196.
196.
I don't think that's 196 in my book. I think there's like 3 different, but that's okay. Story's the same. Yeah. Formatting different, maybe. I don't know. Mm-hmm. In this particular version of the book, my quote is on page 215. It is in chapter 21, if anybody does want to know that. Yes.
You said that chapter 21 is on page 215?
Yep.
Well, yeah, your edition is way
off. Chapter 21 in my book starts on page 210. What does it start on?
Ours is 172.
Okay, so in the Kindle and in your copy, 176 is where my quote is. Because you remember when I was like, the Kindle says 176.
Okay.
Yeah. I had other things to say.
Interesting.
I don't know, what page does chapter 21 start on for you?
179. Interesting.
Three different versions here. And look at all of us. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, anyway, so 215 in this here copy, and I'm trying to remember now what the heck what was happening,
Can you tell we just finished?
Huh?
So can anyone tell we just finished this recently?
Okay, she was having like no, for real, honestly, because the way that like things are still swimming in my head and nothing has found root, to be able to like hold in there and be able to tell you anything about this book. Thanks everybody for being here. Okay, they just, I think, had like, crossed like a little line of like, the friends blurring into like lovers moment. And so she was like kind of like freaking out a little bit, and she was like happy that she was gonna have her therapy appointment. But okay. It says, I recognize that Dr. Deb and I need to continue patching up my mental umbrella so that love and confidence comes from within, so that I can protect myself from the thoughts that want to surge and drown me. But this is my quote. It's right after that. And it says, but these are my puddle people, the ones who will go splash around with me when I can't. And that one made me teary-eyed because for like the longest time, like when friends are like going through stuff, it's like I always try and tell them like I'll sit with you in the dark because you know sometimes life hits and you just need to know that people will sit in the dark with you and then you know like walk out of the dark when you're ready, and if you need to like crawl with you to find the light. But I just love that, you know, because puddle people are so important. Like I feel like sometimes they don't get enough like love and like recognition, you know. It's like it's just knowing that you have people that will truly just be like, yeah, when life isn't going well, like I'll be there with you. And yeah, I liked that and it made me cry.
Beautiful.
That is a beautiful quote. Okay, well, in my edition of this book, Nikki, we're on the same page. The quote is on page 149. However, it is in chapter 17, about 2-ish pages in.
Thank you.
It's after like the big in quotes, I can't believe we're married. Hey, everyone.
Okay. Thank you so much for that visual.
It's on that page, and it's actually down towards the bottom, and it says, "You're the only person I've ever been stupid with." And for me, I think that quote really resonated because I feel like in a lot of other relationships in my life, I've been very smart and very calculated. But with my husband, he was the first person that I took risks with and knew that he would always be there to catch me. And so I feel like that is like a really great representation of a strong relationship. So.
Yeah, that's so cute.
I like that.
I don't want to cry. I'm going to just move on right past it.
Please, because we'll all cry.
You know we're not stable.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. We have lots of comments.
Sorry, that took a minute.
In addition, so we can all cry.
Ooh, well,
Like a scavenger hunt in this book.
I have those knickers too, Kaylani, about this book. What did I read? What's a knicker?
I thought that's undies.
Yeah, I thought too.
Please let us know what you meant, Liz. Maybe it means something different in the UK.
Also,
That's
if anybody is
just
watching that back, do not watch it in 10 speed because knicker. I needed to enunciate. I needed
Well, at
to
least you read
enunciate.
it. Like, if you read it, you're not gonna get flagged.
Oh my god.
Crickets.
Oh my.
It's like she knew what was gonna happen when she said that comment.
We just have to go down one. We just have to go down one. And I just couldn't get through that.
Oh my gosh.
Because I listened to the audio, I don't remember any quotes. I have those crickets in my mind too, Kaylani, because I don't remember any of this from the book. What did I read? 2 years was too long. So sorry. I should have just like stepped down a few comments.
Okay.
I'm so glad you didn't, you know, 'cause what a time.
Yes, Nikki, that quote got me. That's why I love Hazel Nikki. Jennifer put her comment. I think it goes without saying that while we're doing this publicly, we shouldn't be dating other people. I'll break the news to my harem. I
That was funny.
like funny quotes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one.
There's some really good ones.
There was some really good ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the one that really got me was actually during that scene where right before she gets coffee splashed on her, and like the actual line about the child that she said. I was cackling.
Yeah.
Love that quote. This book did have some really good quotes. Yes. Formatting issues galore.
Yeah.
Period.
We all have a different version.
Yeah, well, nobody knows what the truth is. The quotes are good. This must be why it was so great. Exactly. The quotes are so cutie. Emosh. What's Emosh? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
End the life.
And with that,
Oh my god.
The way that you guys let me run this without any coffee in my system is sick.
I'm sorry.
If none of us are doing any better, we'd be the same. We'd be in the same boat.
Yeah, we'll just move right on past that.
During the club.
Huh?
This is just adding the little pizzazz.
Yeah.
Like,
I did like these characters. I did like how these characters were so relatable. Definitely felt connected to Farley on some levels.
well,
This whole live is emo. Yeah.
Oh,
Not emosh.
It'll always is. Super emotion.
Oh no! I thought I deleted that error. Oh no! Hello. Good to see you. Hey, Swoonies. Funny Feelings is still on hold at Libby, but Foxglove just got ready for me. Woo! I'm dying. It came in at the exact moment.
Wow. It sounds like you loved Belladonna then.
Yeah.
Love.
HB is planning a tattoo for it already.
Yep.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait.
love that.
Yeah.
Mental note: deleting comments doesn't actually delete them. Oh, I don't want anybody. I don't.
I think I do what I believe in as far.
Okay.
I don't know if
I have that actually tabbed, so
Tabbed,
give me
me
just
too.
1 second. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know what I believe in as far as higher power.
But I
Oh, yeah.
do know that I believe.
But, yeah.
There we go. Oh, I didn't know who was doing it. I was very confused.
Sorry, I didn't know.
But I know that I now believe in rainstorms always preceding something amazing because you came into our lives at the tail end of one. Oh,
Yeah, that one made me tear up a little bit.
Yeah.
Beautiful too. Nice.
I'm cracking up over here. Yeah, me too.
At least you guys, like Liz said, you came for the vibes, and we're vibing today. So
Yeah. Like Liz is writing, okay? This is your vibes.
Here for a good time.
Exactly.
Hopefully a long time too, but you know.
But also a good time.
Yeah. Exactly.
I hope you liked Foxglove more than I did.
Amanda, I think everybody likes Foxglove more than you do. And I don't mean me. I'm not trying to be mean by that, but I'm just saying everybody I know loved it, and you just did not.
Man, I can't wait to finish it so that I can find out why she didn't like it.
I did finish it and I gave it 5 stars. I loved it.
I gave it 5 stars too when I was rating. I loved it more than Belladonna.
I also liked it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay, I remember though Nikki said that death is still a little bit higher than fate though, but how do you feel, Kaylani?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, but Fate was really climbing.
Pushing for top spot, huh?
Yeah,
No,
he
high
was-
up there, but Death, if he ever spoke to me in the way that he was speaking to her, I would be dead. He could take me to the afterlife, okay?
Yeah,
I can't
we were
wait.
boxing in that one because it was
Okay.
funny for the top.
I do have another little funny quote.
Oh,
Since
okay.
we're talking about that real quick. When Farley and Maya were texting, it was like around New Year's time, and he was telling her that Hazel fell asleep before 9 p.m. And Farley said, "I love that girl's lack of FOMO. She's my hero." I was like, wow. If I could emulate Hazel in just a little bit,
Honestly,
in that regard, yeah.
my quality of life would
My
be
TBR probably wouldn't be so long, you know what I mean?
Let's see.
Anyway, sorry.
I believe you're just more honest than most people are brave enough to be.
That's
Oh,
really good.
Nikki to the rescue!
Honestly.
We're so vibing.
Yeah.
Y'all have me laughing so hard my mouth hurts. Oh, no.
I'm sorry for the hurt, but I'm glad you're laughing.
yeah.
Little Liz here in place of Queen Lizzie.
R.I.P.
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 Foxglove was too slow for me, but I love that everyone else liked it.
Yeah.
I get that. I can
Yeah.
see it.
Sad.
I don't agree, but I could see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one. What do you think of the book's length? Would you have taken anything out or added anything in?
I would have had another interaction with the dang dad because that never happened.
I have things to say about this specific question. I was waiting. Because, like Nikki said, I do, don't get me wrong, I appreciate a quick read. I think we all, love a nice quick read. But I'm with Nikki. Like, I think we needed a little more. Like, I think this should have been longer because honestly, like, it really wasn't even fake dating. And it's like, I get a little irritated when people say like, oh, this is fake dating. And then it was like, literally, like, you fake dated for 37 seconds and then was just like, no, but like, I like you. Like, it's like the facade was like gone. And I think almost like everything in this book was like just weird. Like the whole thing about like, her dad playing such a pivotal role in like her inner monologue and like the way like never feeling like good enough or whatever. And then it's like the fact that we got like literally 2 sentences with him. And then it was like she didn't even like talk about him that much really after. So it's like I'm with Nikki, like something more with like the dad would have been really awesome. And I think a little more fake in the dating would have really, I would have enjoyed a lot more. And those were like, those were 2 of the things that I thought of. Like, I was like, there's barely any fake in the dating. I don't understand the point of making the dad like this, like evil character that we don't even get to like expand upon. And then it was just like the pacing of everything just seemed, I don't know. It was weird. It was almost like as I was reading this, like I know that like mentally I was very tired and like my like just from everything that went on this weekend. And I had to like stop myself at one point. Like, I had to pause the audiobook and like put my Kindle down for a second and like take a moment to think like, did I fall asleep? Like, did I, like doze off and not realize it? And I didn't.
Yeah.
It really was just like that. There were so many things I feel like that were missing in the transition. The segue didn't segue. Okay. Yeah. It was like literally from one thought and feeling just hopping into like we missed a whole chunk of thought, but there was no time that moved. Like it was like they literally just like was just like, I think this, and then completely different right here. And it was just, I don't know. The pacing was weird.
Yeah.
The pacing was weird.
I also want to jump into that about the dad because I think it's really interesting. I literally had to do the math right now because I don't know about y'all. A lot happens in 3 years, right? Mm-hmm. 38 months is 3 years and 2 months. Like, so you would think, and that is what, moved him into being her manager was the interaction between her and her father.
Yes.
Why was there nothing in the present? 3 years. Something has got to happen with them.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just think that that's really interesting that we're talking about, like, the fact that the dad didn't really play a role other than that 2-3 line sentence. But, like, I feel like if you're going to put it in, especially in the past, like, you have to bring it back up in the present.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it's like you said, it's like he was the catapult. Like, that interaction that Meyer saw with like, her dad was the catalyst into him being like, now I'm going to protect her. Because, they were just, like, starting that friendship and, like, already, like, having those feelings. And then went from like, I am interested in her and I think she's super funny and like all these things about, obviously he would have been open to helping her with her career because he was still writing, just not performing. Like he was still doing his thug dizzle, but like he launched into like protector mode because of that interaction.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Any other thoughts on that before I jump into the comments?
No.
I just think it could have been longer. It should have been longer.
Yeah. At least 50 to 100 pages.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
At least. Get some more stuff in there. And lengthen out the fake dating part.
Yeah.
I hate that too, Dana, when somebody's like, it's a fake dating trope and they fake date for 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Or literally it's a real relationship. Okay, well what happened? Because then why were we even fake dating in the first place? Let's say it's friends to lovers or enemies to lovers then.
Yeah.
It's very Insta lovey. Even though they're like friends first, the fake dating definitely.
That fake dating vibe is giving.
You blinked and it was done.
Huh?
So you blinked and it was done.
Yeah.
No, exactly. It was almost like, why were you even holding back before this whole fake contract came, or this contract came free to fake date? Like, what was even holding you back? Because there was not an obstacle that you guys felt like you just bloop. Like it was like this. I was like, obstacles where? Like it was like they just purposely went like this. And so I don't know. He just,
The fake dating is giving me flashbacks to one of my least liked books in the world. The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory.
Oh.
It was supposed to be fake dating at a wedding, and the fake dating at the wedding happened on page 30.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's what it's giving.
That panned out.
Late but made it, gave it 3 stars, thought it was okay.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, welcome, Christy.
Hello. Thought it was a good length for the most part. Didn't feel like it was necessary to have 2 epilogues.
I feel like a lot of romancers are doing 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
Pacing was so off.
Yeah.
And I would have made all versions of the book the same. Not minimum 3 different English versions. Yeah.
It's all the same story. It was just going from like indie to
Different stages of
Yeah.
indie, maybe. Our copies anyway.
A little more angst with the fake dating.
Yeah.
Well, what was hard about it is because both of them secretly were in love with each other already before the fake dating even started. So as soon as they started fake dating, it was like, oh, great. Okay, cool. I'm actually with them. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, the communication
Mm-hmm.
is lacking.
I didn't mind the length. I could have had more parts too. Yeah. I agree with that the pacing was weird. I don't remember anything, but I'm sure the pacing was perfect.
I'm sorry.
Yes, pacing was off at times.
I love it.
I'm sorry, Kaylani. You got me when you did the math 3 years so fast. I would have needed a minute. Girl, that's what the calculator was for. I said, the way I could not. Literally, I looked at 38 months. I said, yeah, no, let me just get the calculator. And me thinking 38 months, I'm like, yeah, that's like a year and some change. And then I kept having it minus 12. And I'm like, oh, shit. Oh.
You said a year. That's what you want. Yeah.
I think it was the 24 months that was.
You're right there.
I was like, 38 minus 12. I'm like, okay.
You were right there, give or take a year or 2.
Yeah.
That's a
Please
dream.
do not give me any flowers for that because it's not there. They fake dated for like 1 chapter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even really think they fake dated. Like, they were just like, yeah, we need to practice by going on actual dates where nobody was making me do it. I was like, what? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I did notice there wasn't enough fake dating. It's one of my favorite tropes, and I wish there was more of it in their relationship. It was too fast. I agree.
Yeah.
In Love Light Farms, they were both in love with each other, and they did fake dating. But that one, she actually did it right. Yeah, I agree. Great representation of fake dating with characters that are already in love with each other. That goes well.
Yeah.
I haven't read it, but Nikki will agree with that too, because that's
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikki was the reason I read it, and it's such a good fake dating story. I feel like everyone, if you like fake dating, should read that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great.
Perfect timing, Nikki. You had it, Kaylani. And some change meant 3 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
An extra 24 months.
I just finished Mixed Signals by V.K. Borson and felt it was a pretty good fake dating. The attraction was pretty instant, but they both convinced the other they didn't like them. Yeah, I also really like that one. That's my favorite book in the series.
Yeah, that was my favorite too.
So good. I feel like the fake dating let them be open about their feelings with each other. Yeah, but then don't call it fake dating.
Yeah. It's friends to lovers, basically.
Yeah.
Mm.
What songs came to mind when you were reading this book?
I didn't have time.
Yeah.
I didn't have time.
Let me look at the playlist.
What did I post the other day? That's one.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I didn't know there was a playlist. It's sickening.
I didn't even have time to look. I didn't know there was one either.
I also don't know a single song on this list. What the hell?
Wait.
I'm not cultured, people.
I don't think Home by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros would fit. Sorry. To each their own. Next question, please.
Next question. Who would you cast in the movie adaptation? Amy Adams.
I don't think she's funny
She's
enough.
too old. She's only 25, right?
Yeah.
She's 25.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like Sadie Sink from
Sadie
Stranger
Sink, yeah.
Things. Yeah.
She's cutie.
Just for the
She's
age.
young.
Like the red hair. And
What
I
if
think
Sydney Sweeney had red hair?
I feel like she's pretty funny. Or
Yeah,
she
I
can
feel like
be.
she has the humor.
Yeah.
She. Yeah.
for him,
Any generic man.
Yeah. White man with a beard.
yeah.
What's
And
that?
plans.
Scott Eastwood?
Scott Eastwood?
Yeah. Because he's like ripped, and he was obviously ripped.
Yeah.
Stop it, please.
Oh, and him and Sydney, they already have their little chemistry. Didn't they just do a movie together?
Yeah, they did.
Did they really?
Yeah.
No, that's not him.
Huh?
That's not Scott.
Yeah, if you're thinking of the movie I'm thinking of, that was not
Yeah,
it.
that's not
I thought it was
Scott Eastwood.
No?
I feel like Scott Eastwood's
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
the
no,
type.
we were thinking of a different guy.
Um,
Sydney Sweeney did a movie with this guy. What's his name? What is his name?
No clue.
Glenn Powell?
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
one.
that's
oh, yeah. They, generic white man.
There you go.
Same.
It fits, yeah.
I mean, he could do it too. They just need to recast.
They're both very handsome, though. Like, all jokes aside, very handsome.
They kind of look very similar.
They
They
do.
do.
So we weren't too far off, Dana.
Glenn Powell. I know what he looks like, but does he really resemble? Wait,
Maybe it's the face shape.
Maybe.
what? There was one picture he had like a full-on beard. Or not full-on, don't let me lie to you.
I don't think of
Oh,
songs,
yeah.
but I was thinking of Kevin Hart because he's my favorite comedian.
I'm so sorry.
He has some songs out that I've
That was
listened to,
very
like
abrupt.
Chris Brown and stuff.
What cracked me up with Kevin Hart, I was just thinking of the height. Because, like, it talked about how tall Meyer is. And, like, have you seen, like, Kevin Hart in interviews with, like,
Where he has to sit on the chair?
but when
Yeah.
Shaq picks him up like a baby, like that plays on a loop constantly.
And the fact that he sits back on that chair and his feet don't touch the floor.
Listen.
Oh, God. Stunning.
I felt the fake dating in Love Light was super low stakes, and that one
Mm.
was another one. And that more friends to lovers other than fake dating.
Mm.
Yeah, could see that too. Out of nowhere, I started singing I Don't Want to Wait for Our Lives to Be
Oh
Over.
my
Is that the
god.
Dawson's Creek theme song?
At least someone presented us a song. Appreciate that.
Winless. The vibes are vibing.
Bella Thorne for Farley.
That would be really good for that too, actually.
I can see that.
Just joining. I think I'm only 37%. I ran out of time. Thought this month had an extra week. So did we.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
wish there was.
yeah.
Thank you for joining, Josephine.
Yeah, I'm
thank
saying
you.
now.
The way your face when Kevin Hart came,
Sorry, I couldn't control it.
it was the wide eyes for me. She said, I love that song, Liz. I just started singing it out loud. LOL.
It's literally because when Kevin, the first thing that popped in my head was Shaq holding him, and like I was just like, no, put it in my mind. Sorry.
Madeline Petch would be a good one too for Farley. She's a little maybe too young now in my head.
I don't know who that is.
She's from Riverdale.
Oh, I've never
I
seen
can see that.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Mm.
Or even the girl from Teen Wolf.
Oh, something. What's her name? Like.
Tell her, Nikki. I got you.
Holland.
Holland, yeah.
Holland something.
Holland Roden.
There we go. I was mixing it up.
That's her real name?
Yeah.
Madeline, honestly, would be so.
Oh, she would.
Oh
Yeah.
Me too.
Wow.
Great choices.
There you go. This is her auditioning. Laughing. There we go. Farley, you got
There
the
you go.
job.
There you go. I'm just a CW girly. Same.
Love this. But I just love that Dawson's Creek popped right into her head.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's one of the bigger CW shows that I didn't watch.
I also haven't.
Yeah. I've only ever, did you watch all of it? I only ever saw like
yeah. I watched that way back in the day, way back in the day during the summertime. I remember watching like from start to finish because I was off school and I was like, it was between that and like, if you don't stop, it was like Summer Olympics. So I was like watching both of them all summer.
Stunning. Oh, don't you love being able to like have those like pinpointed memories of things?
Mm-hmm.
That makes me so happy. I just love hearing people talk about stuff like that.
Tarah said Chris Pine with a beard.
Yeah. He doesn't do anything for me, so
He wouldn't be the Chris that I would say yes to, but I could potentially see it.
Chris who?
Chris.
What's Chris?
I mean, maybe Chris Evans, but like just because I like him better than Chris Pine.
I was thinking the Guardians of the Galaxy Chris.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
I feel like because he's funny.
He's funny. I think he has the comedic timing that I could see. But I don't know if he has enough of the seriousness, like when Myers really like closed down.
True. He is a dad too, so
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I'm just not gonna say it.
He did get ripped though for Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
really did.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that he's daddy, but
He's not my top Chris, but he is a handsome Chris.
He's on the list.
he's on the list. He's on the list, but only in certain roles. Nikki's face is killing me right now. She's like,
none of them are doing anything for me.
It's because she's a what's his name? Henry man. Henry. Whoa.
He's
Henry.
gonna be a daddy.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Nikki's heartbroken.
Moment of silence for Nikki.
I've been crying for days about this.
You must finish Dawson's Creek. It's hilarious because Dawson is not realistic to be obsessed over and other things, but it's so bad it's good.
I want to watch that from beginning to end just because I like to be completely inside the drama, like of those like shows. But it's one of those ones I only catch pieces of, so I don't have like the full like backstory of everything, so I can really be like obsessed. And one day I will sit down and do that.
What about the guy who was in the movie Anything But You?
What movie is that?
I don't know what that is.
Anything but you.
Oh, that's the guy that we were talking about with Sydney Sweeney.
Oh,
That's good old Glenn.
Oh yeah. That's perfect, Amanda.
Dawson's
Funny you
Creek.
mention that.
Yeah, funny you say that. Dawson's Creek is so bad but so good. A must watch. Love Dawson's Creek so much. And old school CW was the shit.
yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Amanda. they're crying for you.
Honestly, it's depressing. I'm so depressed. I literally, when I saw the pictures pop up on TikTok, I went on a deep dive because I was like, this is the fake news, right? This is fake. There's no way. It's way.
Oh,
Like, how
yeah.
could it be?
Can we get that on a t-shirt? It's way.
I'll make it. Let me pull out the cricket right quick.
I'm a Pacey fan through and through.
Yeah, same Amanda. I love Pacey.
Okay.
What is that? Who is that?
Okay.
Joshua Jackson's character.
Yeah. Okay. And here's my thing though, is I was gonna say that when we were talking about Dawson's Creek, I was like, no, I like Pacey, but then I was like, I didn't watch enough, and I was like, I don't want to be ignorant and being like, I like Pacey, and you guys be like, you're crazy. But glad to know My limited knowledge is leading me in the what you guys would tell me would be the best direction. Pacey.
Yeah. And fun fact, Hotch's wife from Criminal Minds is in that show. That's when I saw her pop up on Criminal Minds, I was like, how do I know you? And then I realized she was on Dawson's Creek.
Oh, fun.
Stunning.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone is in agreement. Pacey is number one.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, well, too funny. I remember the movie, but not his name. It's Way. No, for real. That is. That should be on a bookmark. It should be on a sticker. It should be on everything. It's Way.
Copyright. Or what is it?
Yeah.
Patent that. Patent it.
Patent it. Go ahead, Nikki.
Yeah.
There's a romance book coming out later this year, inspired by Pacey and Dawson's Creek. A Pride Time romance called.
Oh. That's
There you go,
probably
Pacey fans.
really.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to add it to my list.
I gotta start watching.
Wait, let me add it. A prime time romance. I gotta add it before I forget it.
After reading Funny Feelings, what questions would you ask Tarah Dewitt? The way I have
She add
no
length to this?
Huh?
Just why didn't she add length to this? Like, why didn't she kind of feel out scenes a little more? Like, you know.
Yeah. Or what comedian inspired you to do a comedic book?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart?
I would like to know who she would cast, like fan cast,
Yeah.
to see if any of our answers aligned.
If we even like got even on her list. Yeah.
Oh wait, let me see if there's any comments. Sorry, I was on the other line. What other books reminded you of Funny Feelings?
I think I've read anything kind of similar to this at all.
I can probably name books that have given me the same vibes after finishing it. Like, oh, it was a good time, but not necessarily a new favorite. But I don't think I can think of anything that's like because of any specific components. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I guess the only comparison I could do was, since we talked about it already, Love Light, because of like the friends to lovers, minor fake dating.
Yeah.
I mean, that one had more fake dating, but
Yeah.
yeah, I couldn't rack my brain for any others.
I say brain is blank on that.
Yeah.
Nothing. All right, and our last and final question that we ask at the end of every discussion: did you swoon?
I think I did a little.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a baby swoon.
Not a full-grown swoon, but a swoon was had.
Yeah, the beginning stages of real swoon.
I feel like the only time I feel like I really swooned was both umbrella scenes, when you find out about the umbrella tattoo and then the umbrella situation.
I knew he was gonna tattoo. I just have to say it. I even put in a little note. I was like, I bet he's gonna tattoo. Just say it.
Okay, I was like, what's happening? I thought that was another part where I thought I blanked out and missed part of the story when it was like that flashback. And he was like, and I saw a neon sign, and I was like, okay. And then like nothing ever, came back, and I was like, did I miss a part of the story? But love that
because it was so quick. Like she just alluded to a lot of things and didn't like fully flesh out the description. So
yeah.
Stunning.
I feel like the quotes at the beginning of the chapters reminded me of Better Than the Movies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, fun.
I swooned some, but not big time. Swooned a bit. Obviously.
You know you did.
That 5-star swoon,
Obviously. A little swoon. I feel like for this one, other than Liz, obviously, because it's her favorite book of all time and she can give us every detail about the book, obviously.
Right.
We were all kind of on the same page.
Yeah.
It was just like a mid-level read.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't tell anyone not to read it.
Glad we finally got to it because we've been talking about this one for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. And we decided to make everyone read it with us.
I love that.
I think I'm definitely settling on a 3, like hard 3 for my reading.
Yeah, I think after my discussions, I want to drop mine to a 3.5.
I think I'm at a 3.5.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I don't rate it. I mean, if I were to, it'd probably be a 2.5 or a 3. That's
But you still enjoyed it?
I still enjoyed it. I didn't hate it, and I didn't DNF it, but it just didn't hit like I would have liked, which is fine. There was just it was a little choppy. It was there was stuff missing. So overall, the story just didn't feel great. But I did love Meyer and Hazel, so for that alone, I would give it.
Yeah.
I feel like 2.5 gets a really bad rap, but if you think about it, like on a scale of 1 to 5, it is halfway. It is mid.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think 3 is like
3, yeah.
Yeah.
But really, it's not. It's 2.5.
Yeah. Let's see. I only swooned a little, but still enjoyed it. Best book in history. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait to discuss next month's picks. I am also very excited for that one.
Very excited.
Yeah.
I'll do a 3.5, but round up to a 4 on Goodreads. Sticking with my rating again. Love that.
Love it. Oh God, I think I'm down to a 3. I do. That's not important, but yes.
Yep. What a segue for next month's picks.
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay.
So I do have a little spinner wheel ready to go. For I guess we'll see. We'll see who the wheel chooses. And then we'll go to the finer details. Good luck, everybody. Okay. So our lucky winner for next month is Amanda.
Ooh.
Woo!
I know, I'm so sorry. I wish I could show you, but it's a different window. So Amanda, congrats.
Congratulations.
I guess if you want to let us know if I'm not mistaken, she owns all of the Twisted series books. So if you would like an audiobook or something like that, we can definitely make that happen. Or an ebook, whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
And which title in the series you would like.
There you go. Thank you, Karina, for doing that. Congrats, Amanda. Jasmine gave it a 1 star because she DNF'd it.
That's valid. Honestly.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Valid.
It happens. Not every book is for everybody. But thank you for reading it.
Yeah.
Comment.
What?
Because Jasmine said 1 star and DNF didn't listen. No, Jasmine.
No. Not her favorite book of all
The
time.
anguish.
All time.
Lots of congratulations for Amanda. Amanda said, wow, thanks. Lots of congratulations around. I'll do the audio for Twisted Lies.
Perfect.
Wait, that's a beast.
A
Yeah.
beast.
Yeah.
I say I would try again in the fall.
Oh.
The only audio I don't have. Yay,
Oh, that's
Amanda.
perfect.
Of course, you're welcome. Thank you for participating once again.
Yeah.
So if you guys didn't pick that up from the information that we put down, we are reading the entire Twisted series next month, starting with Twisted Love, moving on to Twisted Games, Twisted Hate, and then Twisted Lies, all by Hannah Wong. I believe that we decided on 2 live shows for 2 books at a time. We haven't decided on dates, but check the Instagram for any updates on dates, times, all of that fun stuff. Everyone is linked down below, as well as the Swoony Readers Instagram, if you guys are not already following us. Anything else?
That's it. So
Thanks for being here and joining the chaos of today.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of the most chaotic ones we've had in a long time.
I feel like, yes.
But you know, the laughs were there.
The memes.
class. Yeah.
We had lots of funny feelings, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Well, thank you guys so much. We love you all very, very much. We will see you guys next month for some reading sprints and then our live shows. Make sure to follow and subscribe to all the gals. Link down below. And we will see you guys in the next one.
Thanks,
guys.
Bye.
See
Love you
next
guys.
guys.
Bye.